Alright, here we have it. Moving out of Paavola. The place in Paavola I used to live for now 2 years. Here's my garden, which I'm leaving behind. The landlord, I'd have to say, is totally a-hole. He was not very nice. So I got this beautiful squash right here. Oh, I'm sorry, pumpkin. First time I planted a nice pumpkin. And that thing's getting big. But this pumpkin grew out of my compost pile. Last year I purchased a pumpkin for Halloween. Threw it in my compost after it was rotted after Halloween last year. And this year, oh my goodness, here's another one. I didn't even notice this one. This is another big one. Another big one. You know, it's going to be sad. I'm moving. These won't be ripe. But I'm going to try to save it. I'm going to try to do something. I have a piece of property across the street here I just purchased this year. And I'm going to try to dig this up and wheelbarrow it over to my new property, which is just right across the street, and try to transplant it. I don't know. It will work, I think. Then I got my beautiful cosmos and sunflowers. Last year my sunflowers did not show any good signs. This year they did good. Cosmos came out. It's my border. That's my border of my garden where my sunflowers. Those are the mammoth sunflowers. They grow really tall, really nice. But then I have my squash. I love butternut squash. I'm hoping that I can harvest some of those. I doubt it. But again, I'm going to attempt to transplant that over to my property. I don't know if this will be successful, but I do have some squash. Little squash coming on right. Where'd it go? I don't know where it is. Oh, there he is. Here he is, right there. Coming on really nice. Yeah, and there's a lot of squash in here. So I'm hoping to get some tomatoes. Tomatoes this year started late. We had a really cold streak early on. Couldn't plant the tomatoes until later. So the tomatoes didn't do too well. Got some peas in there. Did get a lot of greens. You don't see a lot of greens, but right over here, the greens on this. It's already been harvested. I got a lot of Russian kale, some basil, I got the beets right here too. The beets didn't turn out. I don't know. I'm letting them go. See what happens on that. Oh, I do have some beets growing right there. Right in there. Nice beets right there. So they don't look too good. Again, we had a very cold start on this season. Here's this. My landlord jerked me big time. I'm not leaving him any of this. This is all coming down. Totally no tomatoes and everything. Everything's going to be transplanted or moved into a compost pile on my other property across the street. It's too bad. I've been a good tenant to him, and I give him this beautiful garden each year. And for some damn reason, he's a jerk. So I started, before all this, before the new contract and everything came out, he posed it to me. I planted these. This is between radish, which is I forgot what kind of, daikon radish. And there's some beets in there because I wanted to get some good beets this year. I know that I can plant beets this late. And there's rutabaga. So these are the staple ones. I really love to learn to eat these. These are very good. So I planted a whole bunch. I mean, I planted almost 240 rutabaga, which I will hope to last me through the winter. 120 of the daikon radish and 120 of the beets. And these are the sprouts. These are what I planted. I planted these and I was going to transplant these. But these will be transplanted over my new property. So I'm digging that up right now, turning it over, and plant that, and hopefully that will come out. These will come out. Most likely they will. And now I got some basil over here. I'm kind of letting this go because the disappointing news and all that stuff, because I know everything's going to come down. And I have some cucumbers back there. Here, I'll show you. So this is the basil, and then if you weasel in here on this, you come through. This is all tomatoes that don't look too good because the late start and whatever. I have intermingled peas in here. I got some nice delicious peas that's coming up. It's really good. And that is good. And then I got, these are my cucumbers. And my cucumbers looking really good. I'm going to try to transplant these guys too, because got some really nice cukes that are coming on right there. Already harvested two little cukes off that. And then I got my what is that, eggplant. I never grew eggplant before, but somebody gave me 2 plants of eggplant and I decided to try it. I don't know how to cook it up, but find it. Dazzling blue kale, kind of started that up. Been harvesting this a little bit. This has turned out really nice. So that's good. And then I got my Swiss chard right there. I've already harvested a whole bunch of that, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Wow, that's really good. That's a Swiss chard. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but do something. Anyway, this is the garden. This garden will be all tilled up. Probably show you when it's all tilled up. Now this is something lemon. I don't know what this is called. Lemon something. I planted that, and it looks like it's really slowing. This is a weed, but there's some weeds in there. And then also I have in here, buried all in here. Yeah, you got some rutabaga. Some rutabaga in there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's in there. Rutabaga, the beans, of course, are hogging up the whole space. But got this beautiful apple tree too. But this is a move out. I'm eventually moving out. I have moved into a new place, and I'm kind of moving out eventually. And that's in town. So why I'm not moving across the street to my new place, my other place, because it's just a shed. There's a lot property. I'll show you. Let's walk over there. It's an easy walk. But it's just a shed. This is the town of Paavola. not a very small town outside of Hancock, Michigan. Just a nice little town or village, whatever you call it. But I've been out here. It's been nice. You will see my place. That's right there. We'll walk up to it. It's a nice place. It needs some work, and I'm hoping to do all the work myself. Learn. I've built things, but I don't know much about it. So I've been moving some stuff in this place. So what do you think? You think it's okay? I think it needs some work. It's a work in progress, I guess. And so I'll take you inside, but it's too dark and I don't have any lights right now, and I'm kind of busy moving. Just wanted to tell you what's happening. And this is one part of it. This is like a little shed. So I kind of been putting my growing stuff in here. I got my growing pots, which I use yogurt pots, and then hefty cups and stuff like that. And it's just a small little room. You can't really see in it. It's dark. But this is the lot, pretty much. I got a beautiful tree here. Big tree. Right there. And then I do have an apple tree right there. And it's a lot size. And here's where I'm digging up to plant those sprouts and the transplants, and hopefully everything will come up. But all this area is going to be dug up. The soil seems pretty good, but a little bit weedy, but that's good. It's nice flowers. I like it a lot. But anyway, this is it. This is my place I bought. Lot size, the lot is 50 by 100, and it's a really nice place. Haven't figured out what to do with it, but anyway, you all take care, and I will keep you up to date in the move. All right, now, take care.